This is the new mobile phone gimbal from Aochuan, the Smart X2. It's got AI tracking through the app for face, body or objects, or the detachable AI module, so you can use any camera app. And we're going to hit the road as usual, try all the buttons and features, and come back in the studio and have a little chat about it. To start with a quick product tour, you've got the tripod that just screws on at the bottom there. It's quite nice and firm, so it gives you an extra bit of handle, and you can just pull up and extend. So for selfie mode, that's particularly nice, or if you want to do low shots along the ground, that's really good. And it's nice having this bend at the end here, because then you can push it further away and have the camera looking at you nicely without getting all your arm and shoulder in the way. So that works really well. I really like these type of designs. They're really good as well if you want to put it on a tabletop and do a talking to camera piece as well. They work really well. Just to quickly go through the buttons here, you've got your charge point, you've got your on off here, so you just hold that down for 4 seconds. Around the front you've got your record button. You can switch between photo and video. So if you hit it 3 times, it will switch the view to forward facing camera. 1, 2, 3. It'll be back to selfie mode. And if you double click it, it just rotates it around into portrait mode. So we can double click again. Single click, turn the video on. And then just above that you have the M button for different modes, and you can go from follow mode, so it'll show up in the little screen here. So as I move it around, it will just follow the movement of my body. If I click the M button again, it says POV, point of view. So this will just mean it gives the tilt as well. So a bit more following the head movement as you were looking around. It doesn't have a horizon tilt lock, so just want to bear that in mind. Go back to follow mode. And if you hold the M button down, you get sport mode, so it will just stiffen up the motors so it'll follow a bit faster. If you're doing quicker movements, here you have your jog wheel, your tilt and pan. And then on the side here, you've got your zoom and focus. So I can zoom in and zoom out. And then if I press that button in, I can then focus. Default will be zoom. When you're fitting your phone here, it's important to know that you have your little nodule at the top here. That's the piece that clicks into the back here when you close it down. So if I'm to fold it, and that's the piece that would click into place there. So when you open it up, make sure you make like a 7 shape, have that at the top, and your camera is on this side because you don't want it being blocked by the arm, and then you fit it in here like so. It's got nice firm feet with little rubber stoppers there. It's a nice shape to hold. That's a good grip there as well. I like the thickness of this. So I'm just going to quickly go through the app here as well. On the right hand side, you've got different options here, from panorama, photo, video, time lapse, and trajectory delay. So, and that's for time lapse, but you can set your in and out points for that. And then the top, you can by hand, you can swap between forward and rear cameras. Just below that is for your tracking mode. So if I'm to tap that, you've got your face, body, object, and to follow other objects as well. So if I'm clicking the face, it'll find my face, and if I move the camera around like this, it'll just keep me in the center. So to take the tracking off, I just hold down the record button and that turns the tracking off. So let's go back to the tracking. We'll do body. So this will work better if you're a little further away from the camera. So let's just put it over here. And as you can see, as I'm walking around, that camera's just following me. And it's taking the whole body, which is quite good because if I turn my head away, it's still going to follow me. And then again, I can hold that down for 3 seconds. It'll just take that tracking off again. And then let's have a look at our next mode. Object. So let's switch the camera around and we can find another object. So let's take this gentleman on the bench. Now as I walk around, the camera's going to keep him in focus. Now if I double tap the M button, that will bring us back to a central point. And then lastly, you've got follow with other apps. There is a separate AI tracker that you can clip on here, so that works well with any other mode your camera is using, and it will just track you. When that is activated, these other tracking modes won't even be visible. You won't know they're there at all. And then, so just dropping down the right-hand side, you've obviously got your record or photo button and then your photo album. And then it's your hand gestures here. So you can click on that and it will just tell you what the different hand gestures are. You can do fist switching from photo to video. Flat palm is a countdown. It says OK gesture will turn off and on the facial tracking. Double thumbs up will toggle between horizontal and vertical mode. L-shaped will pause or turn on the gesture control. So pretty usual, pretty standard that most of these AI gimbals will do with the tracking. And then on the left-hand side, again, you've got your usual functions where, as you can see in the bottom left-hand side, you can control, I've got anti-shake on, for example, and you can do all your camera settings here on that side. And then you've got your gimbal settings pop up there. Various other little ways of tweaking what your camera will do. Just above it will say what resolution you're in. You can just change it there. And then just above you have filters for softening the face, etc. Then your home button just takes you out of the camera view back into the app. So we're just going to move around now, get a little bit of content and just have a little play with this and see how smooth it is. As you can see, it's absolutely packed with features, so I think you're going to have a ton of fun with this. It's really nicely made, it's robust, it's going to last you a really long time, and it's really nice in the hand. It's got a really good feel, it's got the tripod, and I love the extendable selfie stick, so that's really handy on a tabletop, or if you're walking about, absolutely perfect to have that little further distance from you so the camera's not too near your face. I think it's absolutely ideal. For me, the only thing I'd like to see added is the tilt lock. So you just fix the horizon. I kind of quite like that, but I think otherwise it's going to be perfect for most people, and it's a brilliant price point. Of course, there's a link in the description below and any other equipment I've used today. If you want to see more videos on gimbals, there's a playlist over here. Show me the love, click the link up here, and I look forward to seeing you over there.